Pisces. It's your girl, JV. High Priestess. Zooming off. Interestingly enough, I had a little oregano leaf, this little leaf of Mexican oregano that I had on top of the card. So, and that wasn't necessarily intentional. So there could be something about grounding for Sagittarius season. Happy Sagittarius season, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. The energy is wing it, buck it, go for it, go all in. As long as you are honoring your intuition, your gut feelings, your wisdom, your ethics, your morals, your deeper knowing, your trust whatever is pulling you towards your particular brand of freedom, going for that, take off. Take off. Don't rely on anything but that. Your wisdom, your intuition, your gut. I'm doing real short astrological notes this season, just telling you what to keep your eye on because, like I said, winging it. On November 24th, Mercury is going to be moving into Sagittarius, and your thoughts are going to really be all over the place, being interested in a wider variety of things. Your social capacity will be expanding. And I do believe, I want to say that Neptune goes direct. If not Sagittarius season, then Capricorn. No, it's in Capricorn season, I think. But either way, if it does, I'll do a separate video for it. But it's really important that you lean into your intuition and honor your feelings. Especially around December 4th, because there's this new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius that is going to help you really release density. It's like trading density for seeds of deeper understanding. December 13th, December 13th, Mars goes into Sagittarius. And I feel like for everyone else, I've been saying slow down, but for you Pisces, I feel like lean into it. Let this fire let this fire be lit up under that ass. Do it. Because I do feel like there is this, you know when to slow down. You'll know when to pull back. I feel like it's time for you to really trust yourself on, with that discernment. But I do feel like there is this combination of the mind and the morals and the ethics and your speed, your sexuality, your ambition. All of that stuff is combining and mixing and melding together. And then that same day, Mercury goes into Capricorn. And so it's like your thoughts become this lush kind of garden. And it's a great time to really act on things that you've been dreaming up for a long time. Now on December 19th, Venus will be going retrograde in Capricorn. So there's going to be a good time to think about what you really want long term. And that same day, Chiron goes direct in Aries. So more firepower that's being handed over to you to really burn through anything that is outdated, any belief system that's outdated, anything that's no longer serving you is coming up. Hydrate, light it if you got it, Pisces. Empty your lungs. Take a deep breath. Take your time. Take your time so you can wing it. Because we are asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2021. first card out, King of Cups. So yes, this is Sun in Pisces. You coming out strong. You really feeling yourself. You being done with that. The hard times are really like wrapping up. I just heard, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Some of you are coming out of that dark night of the soul. There is an ending in the realm of the mind, an ending in the realm of how you speak about yourself, how you speak over your future. Emotional maturity is really leveling up. You having the capacity to be this emotional support that you've been expected to be. And excuse me, I think things are coming up, things are bubbling up to the surface, and you really are in a position to handle it with a way more, like handling stuff with finesse. That's what it feels like, finesse. This King of Cups feels distinguished. All right, keep breathing. Ooh. All right. A lot flipped over, but what I saw was the Hangman. So even more Piscean energy. I do feel like there is opportunities to get stuck in your old ways. And that's what this Neptune retrograde is about. It's about you taking the roles, you controlling the illusions, you confronting your belief systems, you confronting your capacity to dream, your musical capacity, your artistic capacity, your emotional, spiritual capacity is evolving. And I do feel like some of you may come to a point where you're really able to look at the ways you've held yourself up through a much more balanced lens. You get to look at your past, you get to look at your present through a very, very balanced lens. So what's first thing out to be clarified on the selenite throne is that King of Cups energy, that who are you now? What do you know now? Sagittarius season is all about I understand. What do you understand now? There is a deeper philosophy, wisdom, relying on, maybe some of you have gotten a degree or you've been in school and you've been studying. You may have gone through some hardships that have really like taught you some things and have really chilled you out. I feel like you're not so like excitable now. Some of you, but also with the Kings comes a calcification of their suit. So some of you may need to make sure that you're not so hard, like that you're not coming off cold, that you're not like people can't get any kind of reaction out of you, that you're not numbing out, that you're not diving into escapism. There could be some sort of shame or embarrassment or self-flagellation, punishment or something that's coming in. I saw a card that was flipped over. I thought I did, at least. Oh, I did. Yeah, it was the Knight of Swords. I swore I just saw it. Where is it? The Knight of Swords. Where'd it go? And okay, with it being this hidden again, there may be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that's very in and out, or that is, here for a good time, not a long time. That kind of energy. Where did it go? Come back to me. And that may be something that some of you may be longing for something. There we go. Goodness, that was hard to find. And for some of you, it may be hard to find the gumption, the motivation that you're needing to strive for clarity, to break free of this, whatever is delaying you, whatever has you feeling stuck, whatever rut that you're in. You may have to really dig deep. And that's why I feel like all these fire placements, the sun in a fire sign, Mercury in Sagittarius for a while, Mars going into Sagittarius, it's going to light the appropriate fires within you so that you can get your ass in motion and you can go to war for yourself. Go to war for your mental freedom. What is that? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. What is that melody? But I know it's emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. And I know it's Bob Marley, but redemption song. How do you redeem yourself? How do you free yourself? Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season. The Knight of Swords says it's time to act on these ideas that you've had. It's time to get direct. It's time to use your words to cut the appropriate ties. It's time to use your words to really set your life in motion. It's time to use your words to be decisive, to make boundaries, to enforce boundaries. There may be some sort of altercation or argument or debate or some sort of situation where you really have to be assertive. And that's why first thing out is King of Cups, because it's just like, go on ahead and get a grip on that emotional response. Go on ahead and get a grip on your impulse controls, because escapism is going to be a thing this season. You really wanting to dive into, like you wanting to really go under the water, letting the other side, maybe letting that other fish up for some air for a while. There is this need to, we're going to dive deeper into the plunge, the Patreon plunge, patreon.com/justjeverything. You may just really have to like dig deep for the ability to cut through the bullshit. There may be somebody else in your life that has Pisces placements as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Pisces placements that you're really having to have a stern talking to, or there could be someone who I feel like does not come correct, or someone that kind of this just looks like all right, nice. Final two cards, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. Nice. So I do feel like Sagittarius season, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising is all about you getting back to yourself, getting yourself free, cutting yourself out from any uncomfortable situations. Understand that you may feel stuck, Pisces, but you really aren't. The divine is really holding you in a terribly uncomfortable situation so that you can learn, so that you can grow, so that you can learn how to be more productive with that assertive side of yourself. You've got the compassion thing down. You get the compassion thing down even more this season, but now it's time to sharpen your sword and sharpen your ability to stand up for yourself, to fight for what's right. And when you get in motion, look at this, the divine lights that fire up under you. You are divinely supported. There is an influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy to really like move forward and to cut through this, whatever delay, whatever feels stunted. You know what I mean? Some of you may be just in a relationship with someone that is feels like at a halt, or you're stuck in a rut in the relationship, feeling stuck in your career, feeling stuck in your ability to express yourself. Some of you have grief, have anger, have sexual frustration that you need to articulate. It's time to get in action. You've already initiated because you're thinking. I feel like we're at the night stage, so it's not the page stage of initiating the thought process. Now it's like you guys have really thought about it. You've chewed on something for a while. Whatever has been causing this stuckness in this career, in this relationship, in a friendship, in an addiction, in a escape tactic, in a defense mechanism, and a coping mechanism, whatever it is, you've already thought about this for a while. Now the divine's saying it's time to get in action on like cutting yourself down from this uncomfortable situation. And when you make effort to cut yourself free start in the realm of the mind. Start with your thoughts, trying to get more masterful with your thoughts and with your actions, and then with your, and therefore getting more masterful with your thoughts will make you get more masterful with your words, and then you'll be able to really like reflect all of that shit in your actions. And so the divine is really like promoting this, is really supporting this influx of new thoughts, words, actions, decisions. It's like it's time to get in motion. Whatever it is that you've initiated or you've been thinking about starting, it's time to go for it. There may be a sexual connection, or there may be a new relationship or a new friendship that is coming in with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. I feel like also Sagittarius season, especially towards the end of Sagittarius season, you finally like get out of this angsty, sad, possibly depressive, possibly anxious, frustrated, feeling maybe taken advantage of, feeling unseen, feeling ashamed, feeling embarrassed about something. Whatever it is, it's like this happens. I feel like Sagittarius season, all of these readings that are coming through so far, it's all about like you start to understand. You start to understand why something was the way it was, why something was as hard as it was, why something was so hard to see the truth of, or why was it so hard to grow up? Why was it so hard to get to this next level? Why was it so hard to just see from this different perspective? I do feel like there's enlightenment coming in, and I don't mean that woo-woo bullshit enlightenment. Enlightenment can be like, damn, I fucked up here. Damn, I shouldn't have said that way. Damn, that sounded like my mom. Damn, that sounded like something that my father said, or that sounds like some shit I regurgitated from the news. It's like it's time to really, there is some divine insight coming in on yourself, your ways, the ways that you harness your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. And I do feel like there are brand new opportunities coming in. If there's some sort of business or some sort of new contract that comes in, that it's going to be good, and you need to take it. Get your poker face under control. Allow yourself to be able to feel, allow yourself to be able to react, allow yourself to be able to process everything that's actually going on, so that you can usher in a new mindset, especially with that full moon in Gemini that's happening on the 19th. Usher in that new mindset, and that new mindset's going to make room. It's like, look, you can't grab this if you are in this position. This person, their hands are bound. So what has your hands tied? What can you do to get out of this situation so that you can break free in the physical and in the mental, so that your spirit can soar, so that you can grab this magic wand of manifestation, so that you can act on the new things, the new endeavors, this influx of success, of passion, of fun, and really like embark on this new flirtation or this new passion project, or maybe a new chapter in a relationship with a child, or this could be just a deep uprising of personal power. And you've got to get on board, because your personal power and what you want to do with it may be in a completely different direction than what the divine has in store for you. And so that could be what has you guys feeling stuck. Some of you may be going against the grain of what the divine has for you, and you're going to really start to see you trying to go this way, but the divine's going to have your ass going towards being way more radical, being way more assertive, and letting this energy activate in a very constructive way within your heart. It's like your heart gets electrified. It's just like a defibrillator is what I just saw. And you thought you were checking out, but it's like, nope, the divine got you checking all the way in. Got you checking all the way in, so that you can make different choices, so that you can see that you are divinely supported, and that you are divinely supported to take the road less traveled, to do something new, to get out there, to travel, to move, to make different decisions, to really start figuring out your why. Let's get into it, Pisces. I love you. Happy Sagittarius. Let's get into it. I just want to point out there's only one major arcana, 3 court cards, and an ace. So there's a lot about your relationships that are coming up to people, the way that you relate to people. And you need to first focus on how are you relating to yourself, Pisces. You may need to show up in a very calming or reassuring way. Some of you may have been really like needing to step up into a leadership role. I feel like you need to be pursuing leadership roles if you're stuck in your career, or pursuing a career in artistry or design or entrepreneurship in some sort of way, because you're way too open-minded for, some of you are way too open-minded for what you're doing at the time, or some of you may be feeling in some sort of creative writer's block or creative block or something of that nature going on. And I feel like in this place of stuckness, you're really learning profound lessons. And Sagittarius season has a lot to do with you learning profound lessons from old bullshit, old drama. You know, it's helping you to really get a new kind of emotionally balanced. You really stepping into a more diplomatic place. But the thing about this king is their love is more measured, more stable. It's not obsessive like in Scorpio season. There's a great father figure, and like you may just need to be offering like a shoulder to cry on, or someone is actually giving you a shoulder to cry on, or something of that nature for once, it feels like. And you will have deep success by like following your motherfucking intuition and your moral compass. Please clarify the King of Cups for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And so offer yourself and whoever is in this stuck, embarrassing, addictive, shameful kind of state, offer non-judgmental love. Tapping into that agape love. Unconditional. And really like following your intuition in a measured and calm way. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you, there is material success by way of leaning into your open-mindedness and your creativity. And you being really fair and diplomatic, but also another court card. So you may be really needing to be fair and diplomatic when dealing with someone who is older than you, someone more financially stable than you, someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. I feel like you can really learn something from this encounter or for this uncomfortability. Anything else for the King of Cups? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Sagittarius season 2021. Anything else for the King of Cups? I don't know. It's time to let go. Yeah, wow. Let go, because I do feel like there is this new season of happiness, fulfillment that's coming in. The Ten of Cups has been coming out a lot for Sagittarius season, but it also is like, there's an emotional release that's tied to this. There's an emotional, a spiritual release that is tied to this. And it may be tied to someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. Some of you may be getting a new home. Some of you, there may be some like a raise, or getting someone settled, or getting like someone starting a new chapter, a new take on old love in some sort of way. But you may not see it right now. Excuse me. In the beginning of Sagittarius season, it may just look like your world has been turning around. You may be really recovering from feeling upside down. really changing your mind. And in a place of like now just starting to accept what is, please clarify the Hangman. And that looks a lot like you being on a path to atonement, attaining some sort of freedom. And your viewpoint right now may be really upsetting, unsettling, aggravating. And there may be people who are trying to like retaliate or condemn you or judge you or shame you in some sort of way, but don't force anything. Surrender to these feelings so that you can gain the new perspective, so you can really see the really, really true. Take some time to reflect, you know. Go beyond the veil. Feel outside of the bounds of time. Take some time to be still. Like, give up how urgent all of this, whatever this is, may feel. Because you don't want to be anybody's martyr. Some of you, and if you don't slow down, you may end up having to like renounce something or retract a statement or renounce a claim. So put your self-interest aside. Allow yourself to, I feel like you've been doing a great job of putting others first. Make sure that you have a full cup to pour from. So some of you means putting yourself first. Some of you are sacrificing to a fault, like surrendering to a higher cause or a higher consciousness. Yeah, but some of you, I feel like, just be careful of becoming a fucking martyr. Surrender to the experience, but you don't need to like just self-sacrifice to a fault, because the end of the struggle wants to come in, and it is some time to be like vulnerable. And there is something about shame, embarrassment. Damn, I just said how the cards won't talk and then everything just spilled out. Yeah, there is just like a lot of shame, embarrassment, maybe, and that could be what's going on with the whole emotional maturity thing, because there could be some sort of emotional outburst that happens. All right, I gotta focus. Please clarify the Hangman for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Sagittarius season 2021, please clearly and concisely clarify the Hangman. Wow, all right. We got the Tower, which I saw before, and the Three of Wands. There may be some situation that has you stuck because it was sudden, it was unexpected, and it's absolutely an opportunity for self-mastery. You just have to like dig for that power, dig for that firepower, but once you reach for it, the divine will meet you halfway. For some of you, there's some sort of maybe something uncovering or something coming to light, or being stuck or something with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio placements or Pisces placements. Please clarify the Tower. This is my reading. I can do that. Please, how does the Tower manifest for Pisces? Sun, Moon, and Rising. How does that Tower energy manifest? Because I feel like what's coming up is, yeah, there's like something about the perspective. Yeah, it's like you can move forward and you can move forward and like really go to war for yourself, go into battle for yourself, or you can choose to stay anxious and perpetuate this same mindset, you know? It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't. Your intuition is welcoming these pauses. So take time away from, you know, your routine to connect with the new ways of thinking and the new ways of seeing and the new ways of feeling, because things may need to be put on hold so that you can gain a new perspective, because taking action isn't always needed. And if you're going to take action, which you're eventually going to have to, you need to pause for a while so you can really assess where everything is, so you can accept what is, and truly assess where you are so you can really like have a clear vision of where you're going. A clearer vision of where you're going, at least. Please. You know, and the center of the reading being the Knight of Swords, there may be some sort of like holding back that is needed, holding back that you may be recovering from, some sort of truth of a reality of a situation that you're avoiding, and you may really like be too blunt or not be speaking up enough, and that's where you're going to have to lean into this new relationship with yourself and this emotional maturity, so that you can really assess, like, are you past the point of talking? Are you going overboard? Are you trying to save face? Like, what do you need to say, babe? What do you need to say? Because it's more than just a radical change of thought or extreme, or, a radical shift of the mind. Some of you need to, like, be careful of, like, brutish, overbearing energy. And some of you, I feel like someone or you may be really going the distance to prove a point. You may need to be assertive or a little forceful about your boundaries. Or there could be confrontations, confrontations about an injustice, about a failure, about a mishap or something of that nature. And you're needing to be able to be professional, yet still say what you need to say. Yeah, the Strength card coming out for that. Some of you, something may happen where you feel weak, or you feel triggered, or you feel fearful, or you feel like, damn, I have to get in motion. I can't sit still. I can't do this anymore. I have to get in motion. Maybe something about someone with Leo placements, or your father, or you may be really like, for some of you, this is just as simple as, wow, I'm feeling really lethargic, and I can like, or I may be putting on weight, or I can just like feel the energy draining from me. I need to like change something. And what's coming in, the way to change, to shift that energy, is to get your physical body in motion. You need a workout plan, or you're needing something that really helps you feel comfortable about what you can actually control. For some of you, there's something about an eating disorder, and your control, your relationship to food or a lack thereof, may be tied to your current definition of control. And I feel like that is coming up to be outdated and to be purged. No pun fucking intended, I'm sorry. But that's coming up to really be released from you. Please clarify the Ace of Wands. How does the Ace of Wands manifest for Pisces? Sun, wow. It manifests as justice and the Queen of Wands. What I tell you, there's someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements coming in. I feel like your fire placements are really like lighting up. That Sagittarius energy really permeates towards the middle and end. And what the new opportunities that come in because you fucking deserve them. And because I feel like in some ways you have been wronged, and the divine is really conspiring to make them right. And the ways that it wants to make them right is by giving you a whole bunch of confidence and physical energy, physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, so that you can do something for yourself, so that you can start to feel more upbeat, more confident, and you can establish a new relationship with yourself, and or establish a new business, or establish a new relationship to your passion. There could be a new sexual encounter with maybe somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Libra placements, maybe. Please clarify justice. Why not? Please clarify justice. Because I do feel like for some of you, you may be encountering some sort of injustice. There may be some sort of legal situation or something that's going on that you have to hear about or handle, or something is coming up to the surface, and it's like cause and effect. Karma is really like at work here. Venus is in Capricorn. Venus will be retrograding on the 19th. Yeah, in Capricorn. And what comes in, how justice is manifesting for you guys, is a new foundation is being laid. New sources of stability are being cemented in, and it's going to give you the opportunity to turn your back on whatever is really burning you out. Yeah, stuff comes to light. I feel like you start to really see your resources and your power, and things are coming to light, and it gives you the ability to skirt and start focusing on yourself and leading a more passionate, free, youthful life. Please clarify the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. Good messages coming in. Great time to manifest. Yeah, wow. I feel like you're really getting out of some situation that has bound you in some way. Wow, look at that. 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It's like you meet yourself. You meet your match, and you are your match. You meet your match within you. Some of you, there's a new relationship coming in, or some sort of love when the moon is in Cancer, or with someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. This new relationship, this new personal passion, this new personal power, this new relationship with yourself, maybe a new relationship with someone else is coming in, and it's going to force you to look at the ways that your mind has been ensnared. Your insecurities are coming to light, and it's coming to light so that you can really get back on your throne, get back to work, and establish this new relationship with yourself, establish new friendships. Really getting out of your head about something about the mother, starting a new relationship with the mother, a new foundation, learning something new about yourself. This looks like a great time for business towards the end of Sagittarius season. Well, the closer we get to Capricorn season, you're going to really start to really understand what is yours to harvest. And you're going to feel really safe within yourself to do so. Safe to let love in. Just be willing to make room for these new things that want to come in. I love you.